Hello, welcome back to NEJE Studio. All friends here. We just started for this live stream here, and yeah, for today's live stream, we're gonna share some of the details for you. That we will just use the E40 and also we use the E80 to. We already did 2 of the projects here. We'll just let you know and let you see the details of the 2 products here under the microscope. All right. So for this live stream today here, we just did 2 of the wooden wall art. Yeah, wooden wall art, which is super expensive in Etsy. And also for our colleagues, they are working for a super big wooden wall art as well. So in the following days, we're gonna share that super big wooden wall art to all our friends here. For that project, I think you can use as a decoration in your living room, or you can sell in Etsy as well. But that one can sell at a really high price. All right, so for today, we will just use the microscope here, and for the wooden wall art that you use in the wall, we usually use the MDF board, and also for the this one would be the most used material here. I just forgot. Oh, plywood. All right, so we usually use the 2 materials here. One will be the plywood and another will be the MDF board. Actually, for the MDF board is much difficult to cut through, yeah, compared with the plywood. Is much more harder to cut this one through. So for this board here, it's more steady. For this one, it's more steady and it's super flat compared with the plywood. So actually, for the bottom layer for our work, we will just use the MDF board to make the whole artwork really steady and stable, which can use for a long time. So right here, we'll just show you the details for the artwork that we cut with the MDF board and also with the plywood. We just use the 2 different modules like the E40 and E80. So right now I'm going to show you in under the microscope. Hello, Shaw. Hello, Randall. Hello, Crazy, Maggie, Randall, Quinn, Catherine. Hi. MDF board is not good. Yes. Super easy to get fire for the MDF board, Yeah, you are professional, Catherine. Yeah. So right now I'm gonna show you the details under the microscope. All right. I love wall art, easy to sell. Yeah, Randall, for the wall art, there is a super big market. You can sell the wooden artwork. All right. So let's go for our microscope here. Let's see. So this one. In today's live stream, we just prepared for the microscope here. Yet you can see the differences. All right, we just made 2 different of the projects here. 我不知道现在是在哪一个镜头。Okay, so we just made 2 of the projects. This one is made by our plywood, and this one is made by the MDF board. So we'll just show you the details under the microscope here. Okay, yeah. This is the same artwork here. This is a polar bear with so many details here. You can see the differences. Like for this plywood here, for these 3 layers, we just use the, let me check. This one is cut by the E40. Yeah, this one is cut by the E40. And this one is cut by our the 2 pieces here is cut by our E80. So no much big differences, but for our E80 is more efficient. But for the details here is quite quite the same. And also for this one is also the first 3 layers is cut by first 2. All right, first 2 layers is cut by our E40, and the this 2 E80. Oh yeah, this will be cut by our E80, and this 3 layers is cut by our E40. And there will be some of the differences here we can see under the microscope. All right, give me a camera to this one. 给我这个显微镜的镜头。All right, so firstly, I'm going to show you the MDF board that we cut by the, this is by our E80 here, all right? I will let you see the slice that we can take care. All right, let's see from here. Can you see that? So let me just move a little bit to the middle here. It's a little bit hard to control because it's too small for me. So David, could you please help me with the ruler? All right. So all the friends here right now, you can see the slice that you can cut by our E80 here. Maybe some of the details here, like can I get a? Wait a second. Let me get one little tool to show you closer. All right. So actually, you can see, yes, great. All right, just stop here. So in this place, you see it's really small here. It's super, super small. So this one for the slice here, for the MDF board, our E80 can take care of like within 0.2 millimeters, right? Because, for the focal spot, for our E80 is only 0.1 millimeters. When you're doing the cutting for the MDF board, there will be a little bit burning. So actually, you can see that it's like 0.1 to 0.2 millimeters, the slice that we can cut here. All right, and you can see a little bit burning here for this one. All right, and another, okay, this one is cut by E40. For the E40 here, this can, you will see the edge of the cutting that will be much more smooth. Yeah, much more smooth. This is goose or something, right? So this is better. And for most of the modules, they will not test for the MDF board. As Catherine said, right? As Catherine said, the MDF board is quite easy to cause fire. So so you see that under our E40 and also our E80 here is super clean. For the cutting here is super clean, and we do not cause fire, and we can take care of the 0.1 millimeters slices. So I think it's really impressive. All right, and also for this one, I want to show you a little bit more. Or even for the little heart here. Did you see the heart? The heart here is a really, really small one. And also for the trees here, it's super complicated. For the high power module, like the 40 watts module on the market right now, they can never do this. All right, you can try it with the 40 watts module. They will just cause fire easily, and they cannot take care of those details because they got a really big focal spot, and for their XY direction, they're not symmetric. If you want to make such a artwork, like this, so many details here, you need to make sure that the XY direction for your laser beam is super symmetric. All right, so this will be the details that you can see under our microscope. Let me just see the comments here a little bit. New device, yeah, Kun. The colored one, this one is not colored. It's the original color for the MDF board. And later, maybe we will just color this one. Prefer plywood, yeah. Dushiku for the plywood. will be much more easier to be cut. But actually for the plywood is not that stable compared with the MDF board, because like we usually do the test and we will find that the plywood is sometimes not that flat. Yeah, so for the big wooden artwork, we will suggest you to get one layer the MDF board. Like for the bottom of this layer, we suggest you to use the MDF board, yeah, to make the whole artwork much more stable. All right, let's see. I did not see much detail, Maggie. So did you see the details under our microscope? 刚刚是放了这个镜头了吧？他们说没有看到细节。I used this one. Wow, Randall, so you are doing a great business. Yeah. All right. So everybody, did you see that the thing under the microscope just now? Yeah, because I think you see the details. Yeah. All right. So this will be the details that we can bring to you, and it's made by our E40 and also the E80. They got little differences. One will be the efficiency for the E80. This will be much more efficient. Like the artwork that I just showed you, when we just use the E80 to do the cutting, we only need one pass, and for the E40, it needs 2 passes. So this will be the difference for the efficiency, and also for the E40. Everybody knows that for the focal spot is even smaller than the E80. So for the edge of the cutting, there will be much more cleaner. Yeah, much more clean. So this will be the differences between the E40 and also the E80 when they are just doing the cutting for the MDF board. All right. So if you need the high efficiency, we will just suggest you to get the E80. If you think the E40 can bring a much better clean edge, then you can choose the E40. Yeah, both okay. And also, just now I mentioned for the XY direction for the laser beam here. So I just said for the 40 watts module that you see on the market, they cannot take care of these details for the slices within 0.2 millimeters, because they will just easily cause fire, and it's really require that your XY direction for the laser beam is super symmetric. So we were gonna do the test under our microscope as well. E40 is okay if you yes, Maggie, that's right. If you just use the E40 can take care of the MDF board within 3 millimeters really well. Yeah, really well. So right here we're gonna do the test for our 我们是做140的还是180的 XY 对称性 Okay, so we're gonna run the test for our E40 for the XY directions, the metric characteristics. Actually, you need to make sure that the focal spot here is a square shape. That means that the XY direction will be symmetric. Not only for the focal spot, you need to make it every position of the laser beam to be symmetric. Then you are doing the cutting. That will be when you are doing the cutting, the details will just easily bring out. All right. And also, let me just show a little bit more for the artwork here for this one. Okay. Let's show a little bit more here for the details here that you can see. All right. Okay, show a little bit closer. This one, because maybe just now I only show you this artwork under the microscope, so you do not know how small and how detailed, how impressive this artwork is. So we are gonna show you this. Okay, I need this one to be closer. All right, I will just show because we got a little problem with the camera here, so I will just show you here. So could you please make this one much clear? Can you make this one much clear? 帮我调一下焦。Alright, so this is super small here. I'm not sure if you can see this clearly, right? So for this artwork, it got a lot of the details here. We just got 5 layers: the first layer, second layer, third layer, the fourth, and the fifth. Alright, so actually this will be the slice within 0.2 millimeters. So and also for the MDF board here, let me just show you this one. All right, you can see my hand is this size. All right, so for all the parts of this artwork here will be really small, Even for the, even for the trees, they can just easily take care of. All right, closer. Oh, let's see. Right, closer. So this will be the details that I mentioned here, like those trees here, and also like the really small heart here. So you see this one, all the details that you want to bring out is quite small. Or also for our MDF board here, it's not painted, so this one will be not that beautiful. All right, so yes, good. Yeah, closer. Okay, so right here, I just mentioned if you really want to get so many of the details here, you need to make sure that the laser beam is super symmetric for the XY direction. So right now we're gonna do a little bit test for you, okay? Yeah, the details are handled very well. Yes, Maggie, that's what I want to say. So if anybody here, you already got a 40 watts module or a super high power module, you can just have a test for the details. Because for the wooden wall art, there will be a lot of the details that you wanna make. All right. Yeah, we got a little bit problem for our camera here. Forgive us. So we'll get ready for the test online. We'll just make the squares. We're gonna make the squares here for the different position of our laser beam here. Like we'll just make a square with this position, and then we will make a square with this position and this position. All right. So you will know that for every different place for our laser beam here, they are a symmetric square. All right, to make it a square. So this can handle the details really well. All right. So David is get ready for today's test right here. And for all the friends here, you can just share some of the advices with me, like what you are concerned about, what kind of a project that you want to see in our next live stream, anything like that. All right. Let me check it. So we're gonna run a test for like we'll use the focus ball to make a square to see if the XY direction they are the same thickness. They got the same lines. And welcome our new friend. If you want to know anything about our brand or for our E40 and E80, just let me know about it. And also just now for our E40, gonna share a little bit for the parameters for our E40 and E80. And have we already sent the file? have we already sent the file to my friends here for this polar bear? If we didn't if we didn't send this one in our Facebook group, just let me know about it. All right. So after this session, I will just ask my colleague to share the file together in our Facebook group, so you can make it directly. This one. Yeah, for the wooden wall art, I think this is super common, and there will be a super big market in artists, so you can sell in a good price as well. Even for us, we're doing the research in the artist for the wooden wall art that they can sell for like $10,000. $10,000. That's a lot of money, my friends. You know that that wooden wall art is about the mandala. Yeah, mandala, like we did here, right? Just beside me, the mandala wooden wall art here that we made, like this one. They just got a much bigger size. They just made got a much bigger size for the mandala wooden wall art, and they just sell for 10,000. There is an admin who shares. Oh, great, Maggie. Yeah. So if you just see any of the artwork in our live stream, but you didn't find the file in the Facebook group, just let me know. So I will just ask them to send a file to all the friends here, so you can make the artwork. All right. Oh, I just mentioned that if you just use the MDF board, if you just use the MDF board to do the cutting, you know, I just got the burlings here. You see the carbonized substance here. Yeah, there will be a little bit burling. All right, but this one, perfect for you to do the wooden wall art, because this material is much more stable. Yeah, like for the plywood, sometimes they were just not flat. So this one, a great material for you if you are doing the wooden wall art. All right. So first they were gonna run a test. Yeah, ignore it. Or it's really a lot of the burling here yet. But this one is super steady. Yeah, super steady and stable for this material. So great material here as well. All right, so we will just get ready for the test for our laser beam here. And later, after we make the squares, we will just show you the results under the microscope. Okay. Super cool test. Super cool test. All right. Firstly, we're gonna do the test. All right, we're waiting. We're ready for making the square. All right. So David told me that because we didn't do the test before, so we're not sure if the we're not that sure about the parameter, but we're gonna do a test. All right. Test is test. We need to you know, try it, right? Try it, and then we will get the best parameters. Yet everybody can take a cup of coffee. For the DIY items, I just got a little bit question for all the friends here. Do you think that for the earrings or like for the necklace, they will be a super great DIY item, and will there be a super big market on the DIY market for the necklace or earring or like the nails, everything like that. So first here, we just finished the first test here. We're gonna show you under the microscope, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So David will just show you under the microscope. 那这些是哪一个是焦点的呢？哪一个是下层的？哪一个是上面的呢？
这个从左到右，从左到右是分别是5.5的下层的距离，5.5毫米。
So for those circles, not circles, squares that we made, because we'll just show you here with our ruler. So you will see we just made 1, 2, 3, 4. We just made 4 of the squares here to let you see for the XY direction if they got the same width. All right, so you can see this clearly. And for 怎么看起来这个比这个大呢？
它是0.3微0.3毫米0.03乘以0.04的一个距离，是有一点点微小的差距，但是已经很小了。
Yeah, so you can see there is like it's under the microscope, so you see a little bit difference here, like only 0.03
乘以0.04毫米。
Yeah, there will be like 0.01 millimeters difference under the microscope. So for this parameter, for this difference here, this will not influence the details that you want to bring out, okay? And for the other high power module, there will be a super big difference with the XY direction, so they cannot take care of the details. And also for the second square will be another position of the laser beam, and the third one and the fourth one. All right, so you can see clearly about the details that we can take care of.
这里有4个方框，它们最终的差距是2毫米的焦距。所以从第1个到第4个可以清晰看到，因为它是0.03，但是实际上热会把边缘灼烧，更黑一点点，所以实际上它的切割效果是很小的。那么它带来的意义就是切 NDF 板还有切皮革或者硬材料的时候，就雕刻金属的时候。Wow.
So I'll just make the ruler closer about this. Can you see that? Oh, okay. Like this one is super small. Like let me get a pen here to show you. This place here, you see, it's only 1 millimeter. But for the line that we cut here, is, like 0.1 millimeters or something. It's super small here under the microscope, okay? Only you can see the details under the microscope, and only NEJE, we can show you the details that we can make under the microscope, because, the microscope tells everything, right? Like for the differences with the XY direction, there is only 0.01 millimeters difference. So we can take care of all the details here. And you will see the line here, super small, right? Super small and super delicate. That's why we can take care of all the details. For the other high power module, they cannot do that. And this will be the 4 squares. All right. This will be the 4 different squares that we made. This one is, the first square is made by, the first square here is made with the position of our focal spot. And this one is 0.5 millimeters above the focal spot. This one is 1 millimeters above the focal spot, and this one will be 1.5 millimeter above our focal spot. So you see, for different of the places, for different of the positions that I just show you here, for the laser beam here, no matter it's our focal spot or the another position, and maybe we can make this up closer. So for different positions, for the laser beam here, they just got a symmetric characteristics for the XY direction. So that's why we can take care of the really detailed items. All right. So that's why. And this is a little bit series, right? Some of the series here. And next will be the E80. All right. We'll just do the E80, the test here. Actually, we did not run a test before, so we just prepared just now. So we just need a little bit time to get ready for this. And David is doing a great work here, super fast for get ready for the test here. All right, and also for today's lucky draw gift is still the coupon, because for our the kit or some of our machine or the extension rod is not is still on the way to our warehouse. So it takes some time for everybody here. If you want to take the lucky draw gift for the kids, it still needs some of the time here. All right. Yeah, if you want the coupon, we can do lucky draw for the coupon, but I just feel that not everybody is not everyone prefer the coupon, right? So if you want to get a coupon, we'll just do lucky draw. If my friends here do not want a coupon, then we'll just share some of the lessons, share some of the theories or the tests that you're interested in our live stream. And also for the next live stream, I remembered a long time ago, one of my friends says that he wants us to do the engraving for the slate, right? For the slate. So for our next live stream, we're gonna share the the engraving for the slate. I can show you a little bit here, right? Our colleague just did really impressive artwork here. Let me just show you a little bit. For our next live stream, we're gonna do the engraving that you can take for your wedding or for your birthday or something, parties like that. So this will be the slate artwork that we're gonna share. So yeah, one of this. Okay, so we're ready. David, are we ready for this one? If 对，如果你准备好了就开始做，没准备好我就再继续分享这个。All right, so after this test, I will just all right. Okay, so all right, while David is getting ready for the test, I'm going to show you a little bit. So this will be a super lovely story that our colleague made here for this, slate here. It's it's a love story between you and your wifey or for your husband, This slate is a coaster, right? This will be the first time that you meet in a coffee house. And the second will be as your first date. All right, as your first date, maybe you just take some of the wine or some of the drinks. And also for the third one will be in your wedding party. In your wedding party, you just just says, "Will you marry me, Alice? Will you marry me?" or something like that in your wedding, right? So this will be a whole story. And the last one will be for your happy days that you just live together. Finally, you just married and maybe you got a kid and you just live a happy life together here. So this will be the whole set that we made. Maybe you can take this one as a gift for your friend's wedding or something, right? It's a super love story. Our first meet in the coffee house and our first date in privacy and our marriage. A lot of friends and also our family members just gather together to celebrate and give us the blessings. And the last one will be the the daily lives that we just get some of a beer or the barbecue or something. As a lovely story. All right. Is an z-axis of automatic descending. Tasha, let me check it. For the z-axis, my ship yet. Randall, may I know your order number so I can check a little bit for you? And also from Tasha. Tasha, is this you that you want us to make the slate engraving, right? Is this you for the slate engraving? And let me check for the z-axis. All right, for the z-axis is preset. It's a preset one, like you can make a lot of the artwork. You can set for different layers. You can preset the Z offset. So this will save a lot of time because you do not need to set the Z offset every time after the project is finished. I'm not sure if I just got Tasha. So we're ready for love the new look. And Sony, you mean our whole setup, right? And also for Catherine, for the slate, I'm not sure how much I can sell, but I think this is a whole set I can sell for a nice price. All right, this is full together. So how much do you think I can sell for in Atasi here for those slate? And also, Tasha, did I got you? It's automatically this for the z-axis. They can automatically lower down to find the focus, but you need to preset for the z-axis here. Then the z-axis will automatically move up and down to find the focus. All right, so we are ready for the test for our E80. Yeah, David, let's go for it. We're gonna do the test with the E80 with the different position of the laser beam, so you will know the characteristics for our laser beam here. So we'll just make 4 different squares with different parts of our laser beam. All right, so we just finished with 4 different squares, and we're gonna show you. Firstly, you can see a little bit. We just made 4 different squares here. Like the first one. All right, like the first one was made by our focal spot, and this one we just lower down the focal spot like 0.5 millimeter. And this one, we lower down the focal point 1 millimeter, and we lower down 1.5 millimeter. So we're gonna show you the different positions of our laser beam. Will they be symmetric for the XY direction? Yeah, because for the XY direction, it matters for the details to bring out. Yeah, cutting more dark and deeper, that's right. All right, show you under the microscope as well. So you will see how thin the line that we can make, all right, under the microscope. It's super small, and we're gonna use the ruler so you can see it. For the cutting here, this is for by our E80. Randall on the plywood from Han. All right, my friend are chatting. And right now, you can just contact our customer service or tell me your order number so I can check if your machine is already shipped. So you can see that for our E80 here, the difference is for the XY direction, there is only 0.001. I don't know. I think there will be no much difference between the XY direction because right now you can see the difference because it's under the microscope. So you will see for the lines that we cut is super small here. Yeah, and just now because we didn't set a much faster speed, so we just cut a little bit deeper. We just cut it a little bit deeper, so you will see a little bit burning, a little bit. Yet, so I think let's make a comparison with the E40 here, right? For the yes, okay, 就这样. So for the E40 and the E80, you will see actually for the E40, that will be much more exquisite because for the E40, the focal spot is much more smaller than the E80. So yet I think there will be a little difference, not much big difference. You can tell the difference is because we are just showing the results under the microscope. But for the projects, the artwork that you made, actually you cannot tell any of the differences. All right, so this will be the test that we can make for all the friends here. Yeah. So you see that one is super small. 现在这个以刻度是不是1毫米啊？对，0.5。哦。1毫米是这个。Yeah, right now you see focal size. 等一下，你再展示一下啊。For right now, wait a second. So right now you see the scale here. The scale here that you see is only 1 millimeters, and the cutting and our cutting line here, I don't know, maybe 0.2 millimeters. It's super small. Yeah. So this will be the difference between our E40 and E80. Wait a second, I'll just show you which one is our E40 and which. All right, so this is our E40, the line that we cut with our E40, and this one is the E80, the line that we cut with our E80 here. So you can tell really small differences. It's really hard for me to tell the differences. It's like 0.00001 millimeters or something like that. All right, so this will be the differences, and yet in your artwork is you can never tell in your eye, you know, really small differences. And also, let me check, is there any other way to test the focal size? For you to test the focal size, Maggie, this way is a super common way for all the friends here to test for the focal size, that you can make the squares. You can make the squares like using the focal spot to make a square, and then you can set another of the layer to make your focal spot lower down a little bit.那他们会问，那为什么另一条没有受到热灼烧嘞？
那个原理，那个内部关系统有点差别，但是它这个不是实际的灼烧，它实际切木材的时候，它这里不会有这种现象。
All right.
它实际是对称的，你看它边缘是没有被烧黑的。
All right, and also Maggie, this is a test that we can make. This is a common test. You can set one layer with your focal spot, and you can set another layer. You can make your focal spot like 0.5 millimeter lower down. You can make another layer to make another position of your laser beam. Like you can lower down a little bit, lower down a little bit to make the squares. So you will tell the differences, all right, to test for your focus size, Because for the focus size actually is super small, so you can hardly tell with your eye. You need a microscope or something like that, or you can just make the squares to see if there is much more big differences that you can tell with your eye. If you could tell with your eye, then I think there will be really some of the differences between the X and Y direction. So if the X and Y direction, there will be a big difference. For this module, it's not perfect for you to make exquisite tiny component. All right. For just now, the differences that you see is under our microscope. So that's common because under the microscope, we can tell a little bit differences here, but in our artwork, you can never tell the differences. So all right, so just want to let everybody know about the details and also the facts there. Let me check for my friend's comments here. Yet, and for the different modules for our A40-640 or our E40 or for our E80, the differences here actually for the A40-640 will be much better for you to do the engraving. If you're doing the canvas painting or like doing some of the engraving on the leather or anything like that or on the stone, then you can use the A40-640 because this module is a perfect module for you to do the engraving. But it also got a great cutting ability that you can cut through the spray sprung material. Like you can use only one pass to cut through the 8mm spruce splunk, this material. And for the E40 will be a perfect module for you to doing some of the exquisite artworks, like these details, right? Like these details. If you want to make, if you want to bring out the details, then you can use our E40 because for the E40, the focal spot is super small. And for our E80, this will be a super powerful module for you. This can highly improve your efficiency, and also this can take care of the exquisite components as well. But compared with the E40 is better to take care of the exquisite items, but the E40, the efficiency is not as good as the E80 here. So it depends on your require, and also it depends on the artwork that you want to make. If you want high efficiency, then you can take our E80. If you want to really make exquisite artwork, then you can just choose the E40. If you want to make a super large area painting, then you can use the A40-640. All right, so this will be the differences that you can know about our modules here. So just choose the one which is really suitable for you and which is really suitable for the artwork that you are gonna do. All right. I will not tell you that you must take the E80 or you must take the E40. Like right now, actually, we'll just got the new laser module, the E80, but I will not suggest everybody to take the E80 here because not everybody is in need of this, right? Because different laser modules, they just got different characteristics. It depends on you. I will just tell you the facts for different laser modules, and then you can make the choice by yourself. All right. So for today's live stream, I think so much for this. And for the next live stream here, we're gonna make those lovely slates here. All right. So I think this one is quite widely used as well because you can just put 不说了吧，我觉得他们没啥兴趣。好吧。Yeah. I just tell David when we just got the kids in our warehouse, we will just send the lucky draw again. Okay. So far we only got the coupons. If you're in need of the coupon, just let us know. All right, and maybe next time compare. Yes, Quinn, no problem. Got you. We just got you. Okay. For the differences between A40, 640, and E40 and E80, we'll just make the artwork. I will just make the projects to make comparison with make comparison to let you know the differences here. And also for just now we just made the squares, right? You can also tell the differences between the the focal size of the module. All right, we're gonna do more of the project to let you know the differences for different laser modules. And for our next lesson, we're gonna do the projects with our slates here. Okay, and maybe we can use different of the module to do the artwork on the coasters here, so you can also tell the differences. All right, got you, Kun. It's a really great suggestion for us. All right, so this will help us to design our next live stream. Okay, so let's get back for this camera here. So do some kinds of engraving with all 3 layers. Let me check, Randall. You mean that you want us to use different laser modules to do the engraving, right? Do you mean this? Like maybe we can make some kind of the engraving project with A40, 640, and also E40 and also the E80. I got your suggestion. Maybe next time, because this one, the slate here, we'll just do the slate artwork next time. So we will just use the different modules. What about this? We can use different modules to do the engraving on the slate. So, and also we'll just show you the details under the microscope, so you will see the details and also the differences for the different modules. Yeah, like for the past live streams, we usually do the cutting because this is a super great advantage for our module here, but we did not doing the test and also the comparison with different module to do the engraving, right? Great suggestion. Thank you, Quinn and Randall and Maggie here. All right, so all right, let's get back for this camera here. And all right, so this will be so much for today for the differences with our E40 and E80, their cutting ability. And if you want to make exquisite items, you can choose our E40 or the E80 here. And next session, we're gonna do this project that our friends just suggested here. So much for today. Thank you for watching here. We're gonna say goodbye to everybody here. Bye bye.